Okay, nice and normal. And hopefully you can see if there's any difference. Did he get brighter or duller, or did he lose clarity? Is it picking that up? I don't know. That looks really nice, you know, now with the old sand. They're almost looking like a purpley blue now, and then the contrast there, and something's going on with the roof up there. I don't know what it is. Can it actually pick that up? I don't know. It's just too dark, you know. I've seen some stuff on TV, and you know, these modern professional cameras, I don't know what, probably $100,000 or something, you know, they can pick all this sort of stuff up. The thing that really brought it to my attention was something called Emerald, oh god, not Emerald City, Emerald something. I was talking about in part 2 being Emerald Cave or something. What was it? Emerald Falls, that's it, Emerald Falls. There's a night scene towards the end of the movie, and that was so well done. It had me, and the colours in the thing were so, it actually had me looking down the credits at the end of a movie for the colour grader, and it was a woman. And yeah, she did a fantastic job. I thought, oh yeah, you know, if anyone says is there a role for a colour grader, you know, a grader in the movies, show them that movie, and then it will have them looking down the credits and say, oh god, that's just, you know, the bushland scenes in that thing. You get that on DVD and look at the bushland scene. I couldn't fault the colours, you know. I've seen bush like that. It's exactly those sort of colours, that sort of quality. So by all means, grab yourself a copy of Emerald Falls, and especially watch it for, there's a bushland scene somewhere in the middle of the movie of a creek, or a creek line running off a cliff face or something. Absolutely superb. There's some bushwalking scenes there, superb. And there's this night scene thing towards the end that had me looking, you know, I thought, wow, yeah, you know, the modern cameras have improved, and you know, if you had the money, you could actually record everything you see around here, like here, you know, in a quality that other people overseas see. But you know, when's the average Joe Blow going to be able to afford what is now $100,000? When's that going to become, you know, a couple of $1,000s? You know, how long do you wait? You know, am I going to be 60, 70 years old? Am I still going to be here by the time that actually happens? You know, and then we have all this ISIS crap going on in the world. That's what I'm saying. You know, why don't we just end it all? You know, 5 or 10, 100 megaton nukes. Get rid of the buggers, you know, they don't deserve to exist, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, you know, they're causing all that hassle. Extinction is forever. You're going to act that way, cut people's heads off, you know, you tell them if you convert to religion, we won't do it, and then they convert and you still cut their heads off. Well, that's, when I see something like that happening, you've crossed the line, mate. They're showing no mercy whatsoever, and then you're actually lying to them as well. Nah, mate, extinction is for you. You know, you don't deserve to have any grandchildren. You know, that's it. You know, I think someone needs to get a few balls up in there and say, right, we're going to cordon off this area, you're in there, we're going to let all the people who want to get out there, they're the good people, and the rest of you buggies, you're going to stay there, and we're just going to go nuke, 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 all those towns and cities. You don't deserve to have any of that history, do you? Really? You know? You're not looking after it, really, are you? You know, you're causing all that hassle. I mean, someone put it really well on the internet, you know. I think it's I watch occasionally for DVDs. I thought, hang on, he sounds very familiar. I'm sure he's into DVDs and also into sci-fi and all that stuff. But he is obviously very knowledgeable in the area of history of Islam and things like that. And he's read all these works and pulling out all these quotes. And he did a lovely, fantastic video. I think it's required viewing by the Western world, I think. Yeah. Once you've seen that video, you think, that's it, right, that's just it, there's the line in the sand. We're just going to nuke you buggers. You don't deserve to be here. And you don't deserve to even have any grandchildren, I don't, or great-grandchildren. You're just gone, you know. I mean, this argument that we shouldn't kill people because, you know, the grandchildren might be good. The way you're acting, I doubt your grandchildren will be good. Yeah. I mean, it's almost we're doing them a service if they're going to have to grow up in your sort of your sort of ethos and society and things like that, you know, I think we deserve it to them to actually, as I said, extinction is forever. You know, yeah, as I said, it's like a bloody load of ants. You know, you just wipe out the ant nest and you there's no more stingage on your legs anymore. The nest is just not there anymore. You know what I mean? There may be other ant nests out there, but if they're not causing you any bother, well, they can still exist, can't they? But these ones that are sort of, you know, it's maybe that's the way to do it. ISIS is like the fire ants. You know, there's other ant nest ones. There's ones here, the ancient ones in Australia. They're very intelligent. They get on quite well. They look at me. They've got very good eyesight. They can see for about 3 meters. You know, they're solitary sort of things. You know, very intelligent. They don't bother me. I don't bother them, sort of thing. You know, and they can almost work out when I'm, you know, cleaning up the garden that's going to help them. They don't bother me either. Then, you know, they're intelligent. Whereas you got things like these fire ants, you know, invading America. It's a bit like that. Or maybe that's an analogy you want to take, you know. ISIS is a bit like a colony of fire ants. There's other colonies of ants out there. Some of them are very smart and intelligent, and being there, and because of that, probably that's why they've existed for millennia in continents like Australia and things like that. You know. So anyway, I think that's it. You know, basically ISIS is like a colony of fire ants, and yeah, it's a time to yeah, I think this is the case. This is one of the cases of some of the videos I've seen on the internet, showing absolutely no mercy, no ethics whatsoever. Repulsive sort of stuff. You know, I'm sure other people have seen them or need to see them, and yeah, you just need to, as I said, nuke them all. You know, big nukes, you know, like those big Tsar bombs. You know, the ones that the Russians use, that, you know, I've seen footage from a different angle that really puts the hairs up on your head. That's the sort of thing you need to do. Extinction is forever. Wipe them out. Never hear of them again, you know. The world can go on peacefully, you know. Don't have this bother with these bloody black flags and everything popping up and doing this car bomb, you know. So the other day, like 47 people just got wiped out, gone. You know, they were just going on with their lives and boom, that's it. Maybe some of them didn't even know what had happened. They're just dead. You know, what sort of life is that? You're just going on doing your business, trying to help other people, trying to develop things, you know, trying to grow a bigger fly trap sort of thing, and suddenly you're just snuffed out like that by these little bastards out there doing that, and say, well, that's it. We can stop that from happening. We can stop all this car bomb business. We just get rid of them so they aren't there anymore. That's what I'm saying. And there are no more car bombs and things because they don't exist on the planet anymore. You know what I mean? And anyone goes down that path, they don't exist on the planet anymore. You know? Sort of thing. It's that sort of democracy. You know? Here's an example. You want to go down that path? Well, this is where the path ends. Extinction. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if the camera's picking up any of this because it's getting a bit dark now, but I've had a good old gas bag and a bit of a rant, but you know, as you do when you get to my stage of life sort of thing. But I think I've come to the conclusion, that's it. Yes, that is the way to deal with ISIS. Extinction is forever. And really, you just got to roll your sleeves up and say, well, I know it's not a very nice business, but it's the only way, you know. When there's no more suicide bombs, no more car bombs, people just don't have their lives snuffed out at a moment's notice, then you'll say, whoa, it was worth it, isn't it? It's just peace. It's just things blowing around in the wind. Okay, you may not be able to go to that part of the world for the next 3,000 years because there's a bit of residual radioactivity, but maybe that's the price you have to pay for peace, you know. Certainty of peace of mind, you know, peace of attitude. So yeah, maybe that's what we have to do, and just say, you know, well, that's it. They had a bit of a chance and they blew it, and we decided, no, they've bitten off more than they can chew. It's time to put a stop to this and stop playing around with silly bloody bazookas and bullets and things, you know, taking out one at a time and losing some of our people, and just do the job properly, you know what I mean? A couple of, you know, 10